matrix, which was so effective, which was blending the East and the West. We're trying to, go a little further than that in this picture. I mean, you just can't have explosions and gunshots and car chases. We need more there. We're trying to have interesting relationships, characters, how they relate to each other, and make a story that's fresh, and then incorporate the action into it. And then it has a chance to do some really incredible martial arts sequences, which we're being able to do in a really interesting and fresh way. So we have a chance at maybe doing something that you have never seen before.
I don't like some movies, just fight. It's the most important is the story. You need to bring the audience into the story. Then they saw the fight scenes is more interesting.
What we've been describing this as ever since we first started making it was a hip-hop kung fu movie.
We have this African-American family, we have this Asian family, and the offspring of those families becomes involved.
In the story, there are two factions. There's African-American faction and Chinese faction, and they want to get all the businesses together and make a deal and build a football stadium.
My character is, his name is Han. I play the Han.
Han is a cop that was thrown into jail because he held back evidence that would have put his family away back in Hong Kong.
那么我们就不能像人家的父子那样开门见山的谈谈。已经没有我这个爸爸，一生不想走去香港，留下2个孩子在大陆，你算什么父亲？
Both of our families are involved in crime, heavy-duty crime, but we've decided to separate ourselves from that and live a positive life. Unfortunately, both of our brothers get killed in the midst of all of this crime.
Trish has disapproved of the business practices that Isaac has been involved with.
I play a character by the name of Mac. He is basically the enforcer for the family of Isaac O'Day. Kai and Mac and I sort of mirror one another as the capos or lieutenants or second in command for these major families.
My character is the comic relief throughout the picture. I mean, you find me, I'm supposed to be menacing, but I think I'm a clown.
Do I know you?
How you gonna play me like that?
What?
Now you know I work for your pops.
Right. What's your name again? Some start with an M,
Yeah,
right?
that's it. Come on, you like...
Moron.
Funny.
Trish is trying to get away from Maurice, and she hops into a cab. And it just happens that Han is stealing this cab. Just drive.
Who's that?
Nobody. That's our first connection, the first time we meet. And we kind of like each other from the get. It's just really cute.
Tell me, is it true what they say about Hong Kong?
What's that?
You know, all you guys do kung fu.
Of course, State Hall.
It's been a long time. We shouldn't have left you without a dope beat. Step 2.
I've always been a fan of the Hong Kong cinema. I guess the one that was the most impressive to me is when I saw Once Upon a Time in China. That's the first time I saw Jet in that picture. He's incredibly intense, great actor, and his martial arts skills are, second to none.
Jet is one of the fastest martial artists that we know of today. I mean, pretty much anybody in the martial arts world will say that the key to Jet Li is his speed.
It's incredibly fast that everybody knows about it. We had to, first time work with him on Lethal Weapon, and we had to slow him down so Mel could have a good fight with him. we couldn't see his movements.
I love all of Jet's films. Tai Chi Master, Once Upon a Time in China, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. He's like Brishnikov of martial arts, basically.
He's very much an actor, and so the action is extension of his acting. He's a method actor in a way that has the ability of a martial artist.
This is shit I gotta go through. This is what I gotta go through. I mean, they think it's Jet's movie. They here to cater to Jet. Y'all here for Jet. Ain't nobody asked me no questions. Ain't nobody put the camera. Look, the camera went away to Jet anyway. I mean, what? I can't be in the EPK right behind the scenes? Jet kicks my ass, all right? I'm the ass that gets kicked in the movie. Jet did to me, all right? Jet break my arm, you know, knock out a tooth, cut a lip. There's one scene in the warehouse where I just got excited and I bruised a couple of Jet's ribs because I wasn't gonna let him kick my ass that day. I just made up my mind when I woke up and got in makeup. I was like, you know what? It ain't happening today. You know, today, the lion in me is gonna come out and just roar! You know, I'm just gonna do that. You know, I don't care if I messed up the take or anything. And, you know, bruised three of his ribs right there, you know. So I went home with a smile on my face. Next day came to work. He broke my finger.
Jet is really shy, just like me, and I really admire that about him. Well, I like it because I'm like that. He's a very talented guy. He's serious about his work, and I'm the same way. I'm focused. I want to get things right. I'm pretty much a perfectionist, and I can tell he is as well when it comes to his fight scenes and his acting. He is a perfectionist. We have a lot in common, actually.
Aaliyah is the new thing. I mean, not only is she a really great singer, not only is she sexy, but she also has a lot of that girl next door element to her.
I felt I had to play a certain kind of character to make my transition from videos, from being a music artist into becoming an actress. I wanted someone who was similar to me, someone that had an edge, had an attitude. He said, I have the perfect part for you, and he told me all about the movie. He told me it was Jet Li's second picture with them, and I saw Lethal Weapon 4, and I fell in love with Jet. So I was really excited about just doing a movie with him.
She's magic, and the whole idea of the hip-hop kung fu blend kind of came out of that.
She's a young girl, so charming, you know. We work together is very happy.
It really starts with an attitude when you have someone coming aboard for doing something for the very first time. I mean, she came in with an attitude of wanting to do the best job she could possibly do because she really seriously wants to do this and pursue this as a career.
I'm real excited about my fight scene that I do with Han, where he uses me to fight one of the girls that's chasing us on the motorcycle. We have this big motorcycle chase. It's almost like a choreographed dance. It shows the connection between the Romeo and Juliet characters, and I just want to do a lot of stunts, so I'm really excited about that. I get to run across a wall, flip around. So I think that'll be the most fun.
Corey Yun, who worked with us on Lethal 4, is working with us again, who's doing the martial arts work with Jet. And a lot of the support, Corey Yun's support, a lot of those guys are with us on The Matrix.
Corey's imagination is, you just don't know where he's gonna go. I think he's pretty much, you know, a genius at what he does. Camera angles, the way we use the wardrobe, using the wires, the choreography is just phenomenal.
And the way we're working in Asia is different from the way we work here. And the way we're using the camera angles and the techniques are quite different. And his action is usually based on the characters. And those characters, when you have different character, he creates different weight of the action.
One guy, maybe he's very cool, maybe calm down, so he doesn't move. And they start very fast. One guy is a funny guy, he moves a lot, so he do a lot of things in the beginning. The character is more interesting.
Remember all the ass kicking we was talking about Jet giving me? It's my one redeeming scene in the movie. The one I get, me and my boys, we get to lower the boom on. He come to the park, we're out there playing ball. You know, Jet, come on, Jet from China. Jet don't know nothing about no football. He come on out, want to play a little game with us. So we show him how we do it. East Oakland style, streets, Compton, Carson, LA, Watts, all that. We break him up. We break him. He went home crying that day. He went home calling his fiancée. I don't know if I can work like this. I don't know. The big guy, Maurice. Whew.
It's an unusual combination, is the East and the West. And you have Connie Palmisano, who's the stunt coordinator, who is kind of expert in the Western aesthetic of how we fight, and the camera kind of is designed to fool you into believing you're watching the actor in a fight. These actors are doing the fights. In many cases, they're designing the fights. It's watching a sequence almost like a dance number. I mean, you would see Fred Astaire, or you would see Gene Kelly, and you'd see them head to foot, so there wasn't anybody else doing the dance. They wanted you to know that they were doing the dance. Essentially, Jet is like Gene Kelly.
It's not two guys standing back and throwing punches. It's one guy jumping over another guy's head and kicking him in the head as he jumps over him and then landing and swinging around backwards. I mean, it's some crazy stuff. Imagine how hard it is to do ballet, and then imagine how hard it is to do ballet while flying through the air. And you can't just grab a couple, macho guys and tell them to pull a wire, because there has to be grace to it. It has to be beautifully done so that the actor is not yanked out of his socks.
Were you doing a lot of visual effects with some of the same crew that worked on The Matrix, John Gaeta and his guys at Mannix?
This is something Jet and Corey and everyone were really excited about, because they couldn't do this before. They are very used to working in Hong Kong with the limitations that exist over there in terms of budget, and they don't really have digital effects. There was one time where we had Jet jumping up and kicking 4 guys, and then jump to a post and then kick some more guys, which we wouldn't necessarily been able to do, in one take if he hadn't put the shots together with visual effects.
Joel Silver makes probably some of the best action movies that, I've ever seen. And with combining Corey's genius with choreography and then Joel Silver, it's really just it's a great blend.
Joel is very, very powerful producer. He knows the audience, what they need. He gave me a lot of opportunity to try many different ways. He always said, just do whatever you want,
Joel knows how to get what he wants, and I love that.
He's one of those guys that will be put up there 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now, up there with the auto primagers and the Xanax and the old school guys that have been around for years.
I like to think that The Matrix almost helped raise the bar of the action genre. It changed the way we look at action pictures. So it's not just dialogue, action, dialogue. It's actually all on an organic whole. And it's too easy to just blow up a building or two. We have to try to feel a way that the characters can have a problem and resolve it, and then maybe if they have to blow up a building, that's okay then.